Hi, Simu. Nice to meet you.
Wonderful to meet you.
This movie underlines how that we are who we are, and we are here thanks to the choices of our parents and grandparents, even if the relationship can be conflictual sometimes. And I completely recognize myself in this story. Do you feel the same?
Very much so, and in a very, very real way. I mean, first of all, Sean slash Shang-Chi is of course Asian American. So there's a lot of direct relation there with me. And I think he faces a very common problem among all Asian Americans, or things that we struggle with at the very least, which is yes, balancing the expectations of our parents with kind of the way that we want to live life. Because even though we are connected to the choices of our ancestors, and not only our parents, but the generations and generations that come before us, and I think a big part of Sean's journey is accepting those parts of himself. He also has to make a decision about where he's going to go in the future. What path is he's going to take for himself? And that's a big question that we all ask ourselves. I think that's why the character is so relatable to so many people, and ultimately I think why we have a successful movie, because we have a character that audiences want to invest in. And it's more than just the martial arts and the action, but I'm so glad that you led with the question about his personality and his struggle first, because that really is the most important thing.
Once an Italian writer, Cesare Pavese, wrote that one can get rid of a thing by avoiding it, but only going through it. And Shang go through his past and his pain. How do you think that dealing with our pain and our past can redefine us in a better way?
Well, I think that Italian writer hit the nail on the head. I think you can only avoid a problem for so long, and when you run away from it, you never solve it. You only push it further and further back. And if I know life, I know that in some point something will happen that will bring those feelings back up to the surface. And if you're not ready to deal with them, then they can be extremely overwhelming and can be extremely harmful to you. I think it is a parallel. Sean's journey is a parallel to all of the things that we try to avoid, the conversations that we've never had with our loved ones, with our friends. I mean, the things that are almost on the tip of our tongue, but we're afraid to say. And sometimes it is better to face the problem head on, because if you deal with it, if you have the uncomfortable conversation, then you can grow. And growth and evolution is ultimately, what makes life so interesting, what makes being human so interesting.
And what makes you more proud of being part of this revolutionary storytelling?
I think it's just, the fact that our movie is being so well received by audiences. I'm really proud of the fact that, you know, Destin has made this movie and is made it to connect on such a global level. But I'm so proud that we're, we're able to share in our culture so much. I'm proud that so much of the movie is in Mandarin, and so many people will hear the language that I grew up speaking. It's really just such a wonderfully beautiful language. And I'm proud that yeah, that all the hundreds and of people and crew that were involved in this movie, who worked so hard, have this final product that is good, that is compelling, and is good storytelling.
Thank you so much for your time and congratulations for the movie.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much.